Well, hey there, all my YT and FB buds. Got a little thing going here on Celts versus Adzes today. And it all started because a very, very good friend of mine, and one of several Australian friends of mine that I have. You'll recall I got this beauty Australian axe a while back. Well, looky here. I had another Australian buddy send me one. Now, this is cool. It's one of the few pieces where, you know, I've heard people say handholds in the pestle, handholds in this and that. And I've always went, yeah, right. Handholds, nothing. They're just flakes. Except this does have them. It's got a thumbprint here, but since I'm holding my camera in my left hand, I can't show you. It's actually set up for a lefty because there's a little ledge right here that's kind of annoying in this hand. It's right there. It fits. You put your left thumb there the way you hold it in your left hand, then your thumb is out here more, and it feels great. And then over on this side, it's got a little space right here and another one right there that are, you know, kind of real suspiciously symmetrical and chopped out. But what cinches the deal is when you look in there, they are polished inside there, not out here, not above it. So like the hollow would not be the part that was polished unless, you know, because it's always the high spots that get polished. Anyway, isn't that a sweetie? Okay, so now we're going to move the discussion on to Adzes and Celts. Now these technically are Celts in American terminology, although Aussies, the down under guys, they call them axes. They're Aussie axes to them. And but to us, they're Celts. Let me show you a couple of other clear Celts. And now Celts are basically axes that don't have grooves. That's pretty much the definition of a Celt. Whereas, you know, keep in mind that like an Adze, like this thing here, does a totally different job as a Celt. It's like a woodworking tool. A Celt is kind of like a chopper. It's kind of like a hack through something, you know, like you want to axe. But you see how this has got that, you know, bull-nosed over kind of beveled tip on it? Yeah. Okay, well, okay, now I don't know how, some of you remember this one here. It was given to me by Rubber Toe. You folks remember him. He'd been over in the Middle East serving, keeping us all safe. Anyway, that hell of a guy sent me this thing here out of Carter Cave, Flint. How cool is this? Look how shiny this bit is on this thing. Man, you get that in the sun and it just shines like a mirror. I don't know if the camera's doing it. Yeah, there we go. See that shine on there? You know, not on the rest of it. Anyway, see this amazing thing here out of yeah, see, what is it again? This is Mozart. I thought it was Mozarkite. I was going to say Jeff City, but this is another just awesome, overpoweringly cool thing given to me by Kenny Hooten. What a guy, man. I need to, like, whack somebody to get him paid back, you know. If there's somebody, like, kidnapped his daughter or something, maybe I could go rescue her, because that's the only way I could ever pay my debt to Kenny. He's so cool. I love the guy. Here's a cool little Celt, I believe. Wait a second. No. It's an Adzes. See that bevel on that blade right there? This one's here given to me by Creek Dalton, another just absolute stellar guy. Isn't that cool? Love it. Cool. Now here's another one we're just playing now. Look at this thing. What it is it's a green jasper, possibly even something like that Burns obsidian that they have up in Oregon and Idaho. But isn't that a cutie? Okay, what else now? Okay, now here's a really cool one. Note the amazing amount of bit polish on this thing. This is African. Not sure the era on this, but isn't that a cool one? Great big old honking African thing. Okay, now I showed this again before, but I'm going to show it again because it's so pretty. Look at this African. This is a jasper too. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? Okay, now here is your more common types of Africans. Now this is called a pole axe, and they call this the butt end on it. They call the pole, and I don't know, it doesn't look like a pole to me, But and what else? Oh yeah, now take a look at this American. This here is a diorite celt from Ohio. Diorite is basically like a very, very much harder version of an all-black granite. But it forms pretty much the same way. It's just got different, it's lacking one of the chemicals that makes the little white crystals that granite does. But if you'd break this open, it would have that real grainy texture that granite has. While I'm on the subject of ungrooved axes that are celts, technically this Homo erectus axe would be a celt, but they call them a hand axes. But since they don't have grooves, that's the Homo erectus giant chopper celt, like a huge extra tooth. Boom, 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 like a tooth, big killer tooth. Okay, thanks guys. Talk to you next time.